Happy Thursday, everyone. This is Jessie from K&K Logo Designs, and this is What's on the Cutting Table. So this week, I am going to walk you through how to do one of our cool little books. So this is a panel that we ended up cutting around, and they come as you can do it. You can make it into a book, or we do also have a kit in store that you can put it into a quilt top. So this one is super cool. There's batting inside, so it's, it's not a hardcover heavy duty book, but super fun for the kids to look at, and it's soft, so it's not going to hurt anyone. So today I'm going to walk you through how we put this book together. And what's super cool about this panel is that the instructions, so here's the panel. This is how it comes. The instructions are at the bottom. So you see the white writing? All of the instructions are on the bottom, so you don't have to have a pattern or anything in order to make the book. It comes with the panel. So first, what you're going to do is you are going to, you are going to cut out all of the pre-printed pieces. So you're going to keep together, you're going to cut around the black. So around the black, you're going to keep these two pages together. So we'll just be cutting around the black. And here is how I did it. After you cut around the black on all of our pre-printed pieces, you are going to cut a piece of flat batting the same as your book cover. So the book cover page, which is going to be this page, the book cover and the garbage truck. So you're gonna cut a piece of flat batting that is the same size as that. I laid my book cover page on top of my batting and just cut around. After you cut the batting, you are going to layer. You have the batting on the wrong side of your front page, and then you're going to layer page 1 and 10 with right sides of fabric together. So it'll be batting, wrong side of fabric with your cover page facing up, and then you're going to do page 1 and 10 right sides together with your cover page. Now, this pattern says to baste it. I didn't baste it. I pinned all the way around like so. I pinned all the way around and started sewing and left about maybe a 2-inch gap. And if you're comfortable leaving a smaller one, go for it. I wasn't. I left probably a 2-inch gap in order to turn my book cover around. And make sure you're catching the batting when you do stitch it. Make sure you're catching the batting when you're stitching, so that way it stays in the book cover and doesn't end up crunching towards the middle. So after you have it stitched all the way around except for that 2-inch piece, you're going to clip your corners. After you have your corners clipped, then you're going to turn your page inside out. It's going to be your first page of your book and your book cover, so you'll have that first initial page done. And then you are going to repeat that for the next steps too. So you'll lay out your batting, put page 9 and 2 wrong side of the fabric to the batting, and then you'll place page 3 and 8 right side together with page 9 and 2. And you'll do the same thing where you stitch, leave a little gap, cut your corners, turn inside out, and then set aside. And then we'll do that with our last page, which is going to be you're gonna have your batting, and then page 7 and 4, wrong side of fabric to batting. Page 5 and 6, right side to 7 and 4. Again, stitch all the way around and leave that 2-inch gap. And then you're gonna clip your corners, turn it inside out, and push your corners out. And then we have our 3 pages done, our 3 pieces of fabric sewn together. You're going to iron them, and what I did is I ironed where that 2-inch gap was. I ironed it so the fabric was on the inside. And the last step is I top stitched all the way around it in order to sew that 2-inch gap shut. After you have it top stitched all the way around, it's time to layer your book. So you'll have page 1 in the cover facing down, and then you'll do page 3 facing up and page 5 facing up, and then you can send it through the sewing machine. And you're gonna sew the middle for your book to keep it together. And so you'll just create a stitch, and then you have created your book. Whoops. And the book cover is going to be slightly bigger just so that it folds around all of it. So you didn't cut it wrong. The book cover is measured larger than the other pages, so it is going to fold over that. So again, this is Papa's old truck. We do have a kit in store for it, but this is how I did the book. And if you want, when you buy the panel, it has the instructions right on there. So everything's already on there, and all you have to do is get some batting, and voila, then you get a book. So you can check out all of our fabric at www.kklogo.com. And yeah, happy Thursday. That's what's on the cutting table at K&K Logo Designs.